I don't need to save for retirement. I'm going to work forever. That's a myth. Did you know that 45% of people who retired last year did so because of health problems, or they had to take care of a family member, or they were just forced to retire? 64% of Americans are not on track to retire comfortably, and that number is even higher among minorities. Do you have money saved for your retirement? Don't make these 5 mistakes if you want to retire comfortably. Hi there, I'm Avanti. I'm a mom, an investment analyst, and a CFA charter holder. And I have helped dozens of women take control of their financial future. Subscribe to my channel to learn more about investing and building your own wealth. In this video, I'm going to talk about retirement. I get it. You are nowhere close to retirement. Neither am I. But you need to be prepared if you're even thinking about retiring at some point in your life. Do you know how much you need to save in order to retire comfortably? Let's go step by step. Stay till the end to know what mistakes to avoid during your working years and in retirement. Let's first determine how much you're going to need in retirement each year. Most people have their mortgages and debts paid off by the time they reach retirement. And so they think they are not going to need as much money as they need now. But it's important to consider a few factors. So let's look at 3 very important factors that you don't want to ignore. First, in retirement, you will have a lot of free time. So you may want to travel or take up new hobbies. And guess what that means? A higher income requirement. Second, your children may be grown up and they may want to pursue higher education and you may want to help them. Finally, as you age, your health-related expenses may be higher. It's very important to make sure that you have enough saved to cover any health insurance premiums and any unexpected bills. I don't need to tell you, but quality healthcare is very expensive. And even long-term care for a single person can run up in 6 figures for just one person. So depending on your personal situation, your post-retirement annual income could be anywhere between 60 to 120% of your pre-retirement income requirement. If you like what you've heard so far, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you haven't already, click on the subscribe button and then click on the bell icon so that you never miss any of my latest videos. And to help you better allocate your personal finances, I've linked my personal budgeting sheet down in the description, so be sure to grab that. The next step to determine how much you need saved for retirement is to determine your mortality. I'm sorry, it's a morbid conversation, but it's really important. YOLO is drivel. With the evolution in medical sciences, an average individual can expect to live to 75 or 80 years, or even longer. So, for someone who's planning to retire at 60, plan to spend at least 15 to 20 years in retirement. And if you live to 100, that number is even higher. And for someone who's planning to retire even earlier, like in their 40s or 50s, plan to spend like 50 years in retirement. That's staggering. You don't want to run out of money before you die. And you don't want to be sad just because you are living longer than you anticipated. I have a calculator linked in the description below that will tell you how much you need to save before you consider retirement. The calculator requires a number of inputs like your current age, your salary, your retirement age, and so on. And then we will make some assumptions regarding the rate of inflation and your rate of return on investments. You can run different scenarios by trying out different numbers for each of the inputs. and then get a range of what you should be able to save in retirement. And don't worry if you get a number that seems out of reach. We will talk about that in a later video. But at least when you have that number, you have a goal towards which you can start working. That brings me to the mistakes that you need to avoid in retirement and before you retire. First one is ignoring your health. Managing your health is just as important as managing your finances. Health-related expenses are the biggest reason people continue to work even though they want to retire. Health insurance premiums and medical costs are very expensive. Second, not paying debt off sooner. A lot of people hold on to their student loans and consumer debt. You need to have your debt, most of your debt, if not all of your debt paid off before you retire. Third, claiming Social Security early. You can start getting Social Security benefits as early as age 62. But if you delay getting those benefits until age 70, you get a lot more money from Social Security than you would if you did claim it early. Fourth, taking too much risk in their retirement portfolio. This is true of people who don't have enough saved up, or they don't save up enough early on. And then as they get closer to retirement, they feel the urge to take more risk in their portfolio. And what if there's a downturn? They lose a lot of their money, retirement money, and they don't have enough time to recover from it. 5, not taking enough risk. This is especially true for younger individuals. Many people don't start investing when they're young because of a lack of financial education and miss out on years of compounding. I want to leave you with a few takeaways here. Start investing in your retirement early in your life. If you have to prioritize your retirement portfolio. 401k, IRA, Roth IRA are the simplest forms of retirement portfolios that you can invest in. If you don't have enough money to contribute, start small. Start with something and build it over time. Investing in your retirement also has tax benefits in the United States. So let me know in the comments below how you're investing for your retirement and how close you are to retiring. That's it for this week. Next week, I will be talking about different retirement investment vehicles available in the United States. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you don't miss the video. That's it for this week. I will see you next week. In the meantime, don't forget to be happy, to be kind, and to do your best. Bye.